Good morning guys, welcome back to another video from me, Ste Hamilton, and today we are on our way to Wales to check out Property Circle member Andrew Hart's 4-bedroom detached house. So come along and let's see what he's done.
Add it up.
No banter, I don't think anybody can beat me at anything. And I wasn't even at first year. There's a lot of enthusiasm.
Add it up.
Also in today's video, I wanted to touch on the word mentality. Having the right mentality in property is one of the biggest things that you need. So many things can go wrong in property, we all know. You can have bad builders, solicitors could be dragging the heels, you can find the house, do all your research on it, get there and still find more problems. The list goes on and on and on. There is so many ways that problems can occur, but it's only a problem if you make it a problem. I don't want to know about the problem, I want to know about the solution, and I actually drill this in my builders and all the people around me. Don't call me with the problem, call me with the solution to what you found, and having that mentality massively, massively helps. It's the key to be successful in property. We are with Property Circle member Andrew Hart, and he has got a story to tell. How he overcome certain situations in his latest flip. He will tell everything. Before we get into that, take a look around his new flip. Here we are in the hallway, really big open space. It has a great downstairs toilet behind. That's a big space, isn't it, Andy?
Yeah, it's large. Yeah.
A very big space. But let's go into the lounge and then you can talk about what's been done in each room to us.
Yeah, no problem at all. So basically this is the living room, which is a large, I'd say probably 5.5 metre by 4 metre living room. So it's a nice large family room. In here generally I've just plastered it, kept the chimney breast in. I know you wouldn't like it, but I've kept it in due to budget. It's only probably 10 inches, so...
Yes,
yeah.
So a normal chimney breast is about there.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, so I can understand why you have left it here, and cost as well.
Yeah.
Cost obviously is a big part of this property, isn't it?
Yeah, because of what happened to me, but again, I'll talk about that. But
well, we'll get into that at the end of the video.
We will get to that.
Yes, we will,
There's a lot to talk about. Spots in here. I know you agree on me doing spotlights.
Yeah, I love that.
General decoration, new radiators. Love the area windows in here, you know where they let a lot of light in.
Yeah, that view is very, very nice, isn't it?
Love it. And I like the shape as well. I like the shape of the...
Well, it's a family home, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is, yeah.
It's a family home.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I like the sockets.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you just added these little touches.
Yeah.
Great living room, great lounge, really nice family home. I am impressed so far. It looks good, very good. So we're into the kitchen diner. And this is huge. I cannot express to you guys at home how big this actually is. I'm hoping that it can be shown on the camera. Really impressed with this.
Yeah, thank you.
It's really nice. You knocked the wall out?
I've knocked the wall out. Originally there was a utility room.
Yep.
There was a shower on the left hand side and a little toilet. So it was quite small. However, it wasn't still a bad sized kitchen. I decided to knock it out, got building regs on it, got it all passed and just made a lovely big family
and the floor is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, love it. Professional fitted this, obviously,
well,
mate.
Andy was in the flooring trade.
Yeah.
So
top of me bone and knees.
The flooring is lovely, it looks really good. But then going into the side that actually the kitchen units are in, the kitchen is lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it.
Where was the kitchen from?
The kitchen's from Howden's, and that's where I usually get my kitchens from.
I do that as well, I use Howden's.
Yeah, I think it's lovely. I think grey and white works, it's fresh, it's sellable.
You had this house as a buy-to-let though, didn't you? The original, you intended to use it as to rent out.
Yes.
And then you've decided to turn it into a flip.
Exactly, yeah.
Would you have had high gloss doors instead of matte?
100%, yeah. I would have gone gloss.
Yeah, I like gloss in a flip because it gives more of a wow factor when people walk in to buy it.
Yeah.
But I love matte because I think it looks more classy, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I have matte in my own house where I live. I do like that. You've got the kitchen from Howden's, but the cooker, the hob and the oven, you got them from
AO.com.
Is that because it worked out cheaper?
No, I think a bit more, to be fair, but I just like the quality of AO.
Okay.
It's like they're like Currys, to be honest, but I can get everything online, they deliver quickly.
Yep.
So I'm not a lover of the Howden's appliances, so I decided to have this.
There you go. So a little bit of a tip from a seasoned investor.
Thank you.
He got his appliances from AO.com because he thinks they're better quality than Howden's appliances.
Yeah.
So a little tip there. Yeah. But again, we're in here. It's a lovely finish. I really like this house. I really like it. I think you've done a great job so far from what I've seen. I have walked around, obviously. Yeah. I'm really impressed. So let's go upstairs and let's see if it continues throughout the house like this.
Right, so this is the landing leading on to all 4 bedrooms, and I'll take you into the master bedroom first. So this was just a wall. So knocked it through, put a little small lintel up, which is probably a bit of overkill. Partition wall up there, which was in the 5th bedroom.
Yep.
Okay, put a partition up, and that just created that ensuite.
The windows in this house have got real character, haven't they?
It's just the front corners. It's not the same as the lounge above the lounge.
It's really nice. It gives me like an apartment feel when I see them. There's like certain apartments that we see in some places we go, and the way the windows are shaped, it's kind of like an apartment feel. It's lovely.
And I can see the pub from here.
See the pub from here, yes. So, and again, great finish. Walls are lovely, spotlights. These doors are amazing.
Okay.
I like these doors, and I like the fact that you painted them grey.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell people about this, which I spotted?
If nobody's noticed, but you've spotted them, before the builder went, he actually fitted these, and they're skirting boards. I didn't know till I actually turned up.
That's not architrave. It's actually skirting boards.
But when I looked at them, I thought they're quite cool, and also they make the doors look a bit wider. Well, but what I did do, I just decided to keep them on, because he hadn't done the landings. I decided to keep them on the inside of the bedrooms where he'd done. Yep. Close the door, and then on the landing, all the same, just normal architrave.
So the other 2 bedrooms, one of the bedrooms is perfect for a walk-in wardrobe. The shape of it, the way it's laid out, that's absolutely perfect. So we'll go into the other bedroom now, and then we'll go into the bathroom, which is my favourite part of upstairs. So this is the 2nd biggest bedroom in the property, Andy. And again, great finish. It's all brand new, isn't it? The whole house, basically.
Yeah. Back to bare brick almost.
Yeah. Great finish on the plaster. Skirting board's lovely. Carpet's lovely. Brand new central heating. Doors lovely. Again, I love these finishes. I love these little touches that you've added to make it home, and the spotlights and stuff like that. Yeah. But so 4 bedrooms, 4 great bedrooms.
Thank you. Yeah.
Now let's go and see the bathroom and show them at home. This is lovely, isn't it? It's really nice.
Now this is my favourite room for upstairs. To be fair,
I do like this. It's
lovely. I love it. It's well, it was like this when I bought it anyway. It's 5 metres long, 2 metres, so it's a large bath. I thought, my God, originally I was going to split it and put an ensuite in that room, but I just love the size of it. It's a great, for a family home, great family size bathroom.
Bath's lovely.
Thank you. Yeah. £50 I paid for that.
That's crazy.
£50.
That freestanding bath is the centrepiece of this bathroom, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because originally it'd be a normal bath, put ends on them, but I thought, you know what, that's going to be a good feature. Yeah, I seen it on eBay. Again, we'll talk about budget later, so I had to have that. Tiled it. It was all been plastered, and this is, you could call this a vanity shower, but I love that as well. So
you wasn't going to do this, was you?
No, I wasn't going to do it, but I had the facility to do it, and to be honest, I think it would have looked too open space. It was just nice to put that there, creating a separate shower than a bath.
And it looks amazing. So there you have it, Andrew Hart, Property Circle members, 4-bedroom detached house in Wales. What an unbelievable finish. You probably heard Andy say that he had a lot of issues with this house, builders, budget. His story is incredible. We're going to sit down, grab some food, and let Andy tell you guys at home what his issues was. We mentioned mentality earlier in the van on the way up here. Well, he needed a seriously strong mind to get through some of the situations he's faced with his property. We're here now, we're going to have a conversation with Andy. We'll start with all the negatives, get all that out of the way. but then we'll show how you turn a negative into a positive and how you had a seriously strong mind to get through what you got through. So, first things first, purchase price of the property.
Purchase price, 100,000 I paid for it.
Okay, and then what happened after you got the property?
I got the property for £100,000. I was recommended a builder who this company used before, so I had my trust in them. So I trusted that he'd be the right builder for me.
Yep.
I did want to go direct with him, but they didn't want to know. So I got the builder, quoted me £45,000 to do it.
Yep. What did you pay him?
Well, what they wanted was, it wasn't 50% up front like normal, what I've heard before, but he wanted all the materials up front, which was £19,000 to the penny, £108 he wanted.
Okay, and did you pay that?
I paid it up front.
Yep.
And if I didn't pay that, they said, well, he won't carry on, then he needs the materials up front.
Okay.
I actually paid a project manager for this job, so that I could just stay in Birmingham and not have the problem. I just wanted it to be hands off.
And what was the project management fee?
The project management fee was 10% of the build.
So about 4,500.
It was about that.
Was that up front as well?
That was up front as well. So the project management fee up front, which is it the norm? Don't know. Maybe it is. Project management fee up front, materials. So there's 24 grand gone straight away before anything's happened.
Okay.
I had a worry that this wasn't going to plan with the project manager because I wasn't getting any correspondence much from him. I was told that it'd probably go once every week, but it wasn't. It was probably once every 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
It then got to the point where I was actually talking to the builder directly. He was sending me videos and pictures before the project manager was.
Okay.
So for me, I wasn't getting anything for the project management fee.
Yeah.
Nothing was being done for me.
Okay.
Conversations got few and far between, coming up with different issues. But it took actually 3 months for the builder then to say to me, the project manager, you need the electricity on the property.
Yep.
There's no electric in here.
Yep.
So I was source of property with no electricity connected.
Okay.
So how's that? So I dug deep. I phoned up the local SP Energy, which is the local electrical company, and I said to them, "There's no electricity." They said, "Well, this was cut off in November 19, which is another 2.5 grand."
So we're now in for about 26,500.
26,500.
Okay, so we have this first flip. There's a £100,000 purchase price.
Yeah.
There's £19,000 paid to the builders initially, straight away.
Yeah.
£4,500 paid to the project management team, who are the sourcing company.
Exactly. Yeah.
A sourcing fee was paid as well.
Yeah.
Of how much? If
So you're probably talking there on £30,000.
Okay, so we're in for 130 with the whole of the property. And then after you've got the electricity put back on, what happened with the builders then?
I had a phone call to say, from the builder, to say, I've got some bad news for you, bud. That's how he spoke to me on an evening, to say, my builders have turned up this morning and you've been broken into.
Okay.
Straight away I believe him because I'm old fashioned, that's what I do. Somebody tells me that I believe it.
Yep.
Okay. So I believed him. I said, well, what's happened? He said, well, you've had a break-in. All your floorboards, the new boards that we put down have been ripped up. Your central heating pipes have been taken. All the copper piping, obviously, sold for tat. Radiators all went. But I didn't see any sign of breaking. But at that moment in time, I just was looking at what we're going to do about it, not worrying about it. So I said, okay, so what are you going to do about it? He said, well, we're going to have to put some new piping, so we'll do it then. Just do it. How much is that going to cost? Maybe another £1,500, but we need that up front to get the materials. So I paid that up front, so we're then 31,500 in.
Wow.
And then after that's done, we're then back to stage one again,
Yep.
where floorboards are back down, new piping put in, new radiators.
Yep.
Okay.
So instead of wallowing, you just took action.
You've got to do it, yeah.
Okay, that's good. I
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, it's no good. I've got a bridging loan on this, so there was
Time is of the essence.
Yeah, exactly. Every minute's money to me. So I said, just do what you need to do. I'm not going to cry about it. Get it done. It's happened. And then I had a funny feeling that something was going wrong with the builder because then every time I was having photographs sent over to me, I'll say, no disrespect, it looks even worse now.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem any progress in this at all. When's the last time you went there? This was my conversation with the project manager. I was there 6 weeks ago. I said, 6 weeks?
And I've paid you
£4,500.
£4,500.
You should be there every week. I said, I could have done that job. It wouldn't have cost me nothing.
Yeah.
And then I just smelt something was going on because when the builder knocked the wall out, which I wanted, he said, do you want the wall knocked out? That wasn't in the original quote.
Yeah.
We think it will look better. I drove to Wales. I looked at it. I went, you know what? I think it's worth it. What's it going to cost me? Another £1,500. I said, do it. Knock it out. It's worth it. Paid him that, but he seemed to want the money sort of instantly.
Yeah.
And he was sort of bombarding me with like 5 text messages a day. Have you got the money yet? I said, hang on a minute, I'm on the road. As soon as I get home, I'll pay you. He knew I was genuine because I paid up front for everything anyway.
Yeah.
But I smelt a rat then, that he was desperate for this 1,500 quid. Little did I know that he was obviously robbing Peter to pay Paul, and maybe pay another of his debts off. Paid him for that, and that was really the last I heard of him then, because I then, literally a week after, I then summons the project manager to a meeting down at the property. I said, it's been weeks since I last seen you, or heard from you. I want to meet you on Monday. He says, not a problem. Well, on the Sunday, I had a phone call literally an hour before I hit the project manager phone me. He said, have you heard the news? I said, what news? He said, the builder's gone into liquidation. He's doing some work for us.
Yeah.
He's gone into liquidation. He's walked away from your job and ours.
And that's come from the project manager?
Yeah. Now, I'm on the motorway, and you can imagine I felt sick to the stomach. At that point, I'd give the builder £37,000. That's all. Obviously, the 19,000 in materials and jobs as they've gone along.
Certain payments, certain things told to 37.
And I don't think and the payments I made really were checked off, but they weren't correct.
Okay. Well, you know that now, don't you?
Because I put my trust in the project manager.
Yeah, and the project manager's the one that should be saying to you, you've paid the money for that, the job's been done correctly, let's move on to the next one.
Exactly, yeah.
Now, we're not here to go into any further details where you sourced it from, who the project manager is, but what advice can you give people who watch our YouTube channel about this situation? Because the people who actually helped you on this are relevant, aren't they? People would actually trust them.
They would, yeah.
So,
they would, and all I can say to the younger generations who are trying to get into the industry, do your due diligence on the builder. Don't trust anything you hear.
Yeah.
Do your research on the builder. Check his work out. Maybe even get a passport. Maybe get proof of address. Anything like that. Check his work, and don't believe, even if it's a huge company who may be the biggest around or whatever. Just don't believe anything you're told, and do not pay up front.
Of course.
It's about trust. You've got to trust them. They've got to trust you.
A first-time investor, a newbie, somebody who is not as astute as you with property in the world of that, this could have finished them, couldn't it? They could have been in serious debt.
100%, yeah.
The positive from this is now you have finished the project.
The positive was I've got good friends back in Birmingham who I had to grovel to, get on my knees to help me.
Yep.
I've got some money saved so that I could finish off the rest of the renovation. And me being a bit of hands-on with things anyway, I decided just to spend and it literally has took 6 months of my life coming down here, which I didn't really intend to do. And the bonus side to it is that, yes, it's cost me another £20,000 in materials and what have you, but because the market's sort of gone up slightly,
it's kind of evened itself out.
Yeah.
So just to give you guys at home a quick example of what he means, he bought this pre-COVID, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then COVID happened, all the lockdowns happened, and all that kind of stuff. And obviously the property market has increased since COVID, and you have spent an extra £20,000, but it has probably evened itself out with the rise in the market.
Exactly. So you're looking at all in 180,000.
So we're in for £180,000. The property has actually been listed on Rightmove today, hasn't it?
Yeah.
What's the asking price?
250,000, offers over.
Offers over 250,000. So let's just say we get 250 or you get 250.
Yeah.
There's a £70,000 profit, minus taxes, obviously, because you bought this in a limited company, haven't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so you'll pay your corporation tax on the profits.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that we've shot this video on the channel, because there's so many educators and so many YouTubers out there that make this look like it's every house we buy, we make money. Every house flip we do, we make money.
Exactly.
Everything we do is just easy. Yeah. It's not easy, is it?
No, it's not.
Our jobs are very difficult. I saw you on some days where I had conversations with you where you was a bit down, obviously, understandably. But your mentality throughout the whole of this has been unbelievable. You've kept it together. You've never named and shamed anybody. No. You've never gone out onto social media and tried to cause a war. You've literally just got stuck in, dug your feet in, and completed the project. Thank you very much for letting us go through your house.
Thanks for coming down. It's been a pleasure.
Well, I've known this story from the beginning to the end now, so it's been quite close actually. I felt a certain type of way about it, but it's done. Finished. Now you just got to sell it, haven't you?
Every cloud has a silver lining, and from what the agent said, says you'll sell this. You've done a cracking job. You've seen it yourself. I'm proud of myself for
it's one of the best ones we've seen. Definitely one of the best properties we've seen.